Hello and welcome as we tackle the Jeddah street circuit here in Formula 2. Damage settings are on, so I know there was a bit of uncertainty after the sprint race yesterday. They are on. I have tested them intentionally with a bit of a crash into a wall. That was a good start, wasn't it? It's not my fault if anything goes horribly wrong on this first corner. Oh shit, it's like bloody dodgems. There we go. Okay, no, that was rough. Still, we're through. And we are behind Logan Sargent, so we'll be in ninth anytime now. By the end of his lap, for sure. He can't defend against me. God, everyone's lining up. It's like, where's the pacing? Do we want to take him on the inside or the outside? Inside it is. Oh, that was rough. That's not very sporting, was it? Oh, he's hitting us. Well, we did take him though. I always struggle with that corner on the first lap when everyone's bunched up. That's how on the first lap. I struggle with it when people are bunched up. Okay. Oh, shit. Yeah. Also struggle when I've got cars in the way of the dynamic racing line. But that's fine, we'll make it work. I have, as I say, I've tinkered to make sure that the settings are on properly. So this is the proper run. There we go. I wasn't convinced that the damage settings are on, but I am now because I've tested them. Oh, that should have been a corner cutting issue there. I'm amazed that they got away with that. Alright, let's see how much further up the field we can work our way, shall we? Considering we started, what was it, 16th? It was a bad qualifying session. The sprint was much better. Although, to be fair, the sprint at red flag really fucking helped. I'm rather hoping we don't have another. Oh, the desire to accelerate when he's just in the way there. Oh, sneak my way through. Just clip for. That was not a great pass. Engineering clearly didn't see it from. Engineering? Oh god, the guys on the pit wall clearly didn't see it as well as I did, because that was a really piss poor overtake. Although we've got fastest sector 2, which is good. Lovely stuff. We might end up with a fastest lap here, although we have lost a bit of time on sector 3. That brake assist working wonders there. I'm going to level with you. I do think that perhaps brake assist is part of why I do so well on the overtaking in terms of the actual positions, not necessarily the quality of the overtake, but definitely the positions. Yeah, there we go, fastest lap. Overtake quality is lacking, for sure. I don't remember seeing a sign about the DRS opening. Must have missed that. I was focusing probably too much on the fact that we got the fastest lap. Or maybe the fastest lap stopped it from popping up. I don't know. To be fair, you should always have fastest lap on lap 2. Especially if you're in first place. I mean, Jesus, what's stopping you? You haven't got traffic. Take him on the inside. There we go. That's my signature move on this one. taking him on the inside of that long sweep. It's quite a slow sweep as well, so if you can do it. Oh, he moved away to avoid it. We did have for space. He could have closed us there. Would have taken him out as well. Oh, look, there we go, DRS. Right behind our teammate, so that'd be nice. Try not to crash into the back of him. And we slow down for this corner. Oh, fuck. Not that we slowed down for the corner. Jesus. Oh. He's tried to hit me. I had a racing line, mate. What a bastard. Oh, if only I had something worth talking about whilst I was doing this. But alas, nothing to talk about. So let's just do it, shall we? And let's just win this race, slowly but surely. Iwasa? That's a weird way of pronouncing that. I would have assumed he was German and it was Iwasa. Where's he from, I wonder? And what position is he in? Because I mean, we're sixth. I just want to stay within a second of it, so when we can. Oh, Jesus. See, that's a. I've said before on here that I disagree with the racing line sometimes, but it does have a very strong point at times. Honestly, I've taken advantage of racing line being different to what I perceive to be the fastest, and I've just done it again. Didn't even touch him. Alright, Neil Lawson now in my sights. Oh my god, we actually managed the corner nicely. Sector 1 fastest as well. Right, the corner's coming up, I think, isn't it? One that screwed me last time. Oh, fuck. Sorry, Lawson. Whoops. Yeah, no, I deserve it.
Okay, watch the aggression, please. We don't want to lose places because of a penalty.
Alright, calm down, calm down. Alright, that's what he's telling me to do, isn't it? Oh, no, we weren't in the DRS detection zone at that point, so that's fine. Oh, we have got it. I didn't think we did. Yeah, we had it. Okay, interesting. Alright, we caught right up with him there, so that's good. And racing line wasn't too bad for us. Oh, that's a sneaky little bastard move, that is. Oh, I'm proud of that one. Hang on, who's that? Oh, of course we're in third, aren't we? I'm so used to purple being me. But no, we're in third place, that's why there's two of them in front. Right, I reckon we'll get caught up with them in lap 7, maybe 8. We're gaining a bit now. Again, that brake assist does help us out quite a bit. I can't play without it, I'm going to level here. Oh, shit. I wish there was a proper run-off area there. At least then I'd know that I'm not, you know, going to get caught out for... yeah. Whatever the case, this lap time definitely shouldn't count after that. And I don't think we're going to get the... yeah, sector 2 was bad. So we've got the best ever sector 1. Say best ever, best of the race. Okay, so I reckon I'm going to revise my striking point to lap 8 now. Because after that was a bit... especially when you consider it, Ivasa's got... okay, that, I'm surprised by that. Considering Ivasa's got DRS and we haven't, we are at a bit of a disadvantage. Although we've done alright out of that corner. That chicane has worked well for us. Just you wait till you get me in Baku. I am rubbish in Baku. I mean, I'm rubbish everywhere, right? But it's got to be the dirtiest fucking driving that I've got away with. I'm not proud of it. Although that overtake on Lawson, was it, or Novalak? Whichever one it was, just before a couple of turns ago, but a few laps back. That was, oh my god, that was superb. The tight inside line, and oh look, we're gonna have DRS. Okay, that is a surprise. Unless I fuck this corner up again. It's very possible. I don't know what happened behind us. Something happened. Okay, DRS enabled. Can we get to within a half second? Oh, within a half second this lap, do we reckon? We've definitely got DRS again. Alright, okay. Can we get within a half second? Speed trap here. No, we're not a half second, but we are getting, again, another DRS. Oh no, here we go. We're not getting the overtake this lap. Or at least not this not here. Because they're trying for it themselves. It's a bit too tight for 3 cars abreast. They are jostling for position, and I kind of just want to be the one that... There we go. Another manoeuvre like that. Perfect.
Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place.
That is what I want to keep doing. Because that's not a traditional overtake space. I don't care what anyone says. That's not a space where you should be doing an overtake. And yet somehow, thanks to the AI and a little bit of sheer dumb luck, because I'm not going to pretend that I've got any skill in this. I am just lucky. Has he got position? Oh, he's got position, but... Oh no! Oh! How has he done that? Oh! Beautiful overtake. How did I manage that? No contact. Stayed on track. I did stay on track, didn't I? I hope so now I've said that. I'm sure I did. That was... Oh, that was an overtake. Oh. I'm a little proud of that one. A nice clean overtake. And it's been a dirty game, I will admit. It's been a dirty race. Oh, he's coming through it. It's all good, it's all good. I got this. Porsche is entitled to try and get his position back. I'm not gonna try and pretend otherwise. And of course he has got DRS on me. Tap it down a bit. Yep. Down. Swing it round. Full power. Yeah, it's quite tight between the last few of us actually on that corner. But it's quite a slow corner, isn't it? So a second doesn't travel as far down the road as you want it to. Not like it is in some of the faster sections. Like here, second down the road is quite a way, but on that chicane at the start, fastest sector 1 somehow. Probably because I'm not slowing down for the bloody people in front of me, and we've managed to get out of DRS. Somehow we've managed to get outside of DRS. I am amazed at my own. Sometimes my genius astounds even myself. How are we doing for Sector 2? Sector 2 is going to be a bit slow, I think, compared to previous. Oh, fuck, that nudge isn't going to help. Oh no, it's still green. I should have taken a bit of damage there, but I know the settings are on. I know they're on.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
Good, because we're only halfway to bloody pit stop distance. The pit window is... Oh, that's a name I considered for this. It's a pit window. But it didn't really make much sense, I suppose. Oh, another fastest.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done.
Fastest lap of a race so far. What you got to remember is I'm going on to softs later. And not only that, I'll be going on to softs with less fuel on board. That's a point. How am I doing fuel? Yeah, I've still got plenty of fuel. Because that was obviously something I was concerned about in the sprint. Anyone who watched the sprint, which you absolutely... Oh, fuck. You absolutely don't have to watch the sprint, but I was a bit concerned about fuel, because it looked like, after a red flag, maybe I didn't quite have enough fuel for it. Somehow we got by. Because with the way the qualifying had gone, I wasn't entirely convinced that if the fuel ran out, I'd be able to make it around the track and keep position. Because I learned that my issues in, what was it, Bahrain first? My issues in Bahrain were a result of... Sorry, just concentrating. Were a result of having run out of fuel, going into low fuel mode. Which is what happened just prior to the crash, which knocked me down 10 positions. And the only reason why I didn't really get any points in the... Probably the main reason why I didn't get any points in the sprints in Bahrain. Because so far I've managed points. I managed points in the qualifying and in the race. Didn't get any points in qualifying here, but I did manage it, and I won the sprint. So I'm consistently capable at the actual racing element. And I maintain that if everyone had had a pit stop in the sprint, it would have been fine. Back in Bahrain, I got kind of fucked over a bit there. So, not best pleased, but it is what it is. Nothing can be done about it now. And perhaps next time I'm racing there, as part of the Formula 1 team, Williams, hopefully, then we'll, you know, lovely. Yeah, hopefully it'll go a bit better. Even though I'll be driving Williams. Remarkable, right? So, to be fair, Yuki Tsunoda in 2023 demonstrated that it is possible to get decent, reasonable points. Well, maybe not decent points. But you can point score in a Williams. And if I could look at my whiteboard right now, which I can't because I'm racing, I'd remember exactly what position they were in at the end of the 2023 season. And I know that all but one of those points was gained by Yuki. Oh, no, he's AlphaTauri, isn't he? Alexander Albon, that's who I'm thinking of. Alexander, you see, this is evidence, if any more were needed, that I am not an expert. For if I was an expert, I would not have made that mistake. Well, Williams were 10, 9, 8, 7th in the grid at the end. Thank God for pit straights. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Thank God for pit straights. I'm not a religious man, but if I were, if I met God today, well, tomorrow, because it's getting on. If I met God tomorrow, I would say thank you for pit straights. Yeah, all but one of the points that Williams gained in the 2023 season was a result of Alexander Albon. So he demonstrated that it's absolutely possible to score decent... No. It's absolutely possible to score points in a Williams car. It's all about the driver. And that is why I replaced Logan Sargent. Because he only got a 1 point. And he's the only driver that I made a meme about last year. Literally just a one meme. And I thought it was fucking hilarious. I can't even remember what the track was. I think it was Miami. But he crashed out. As you do. fact, I think it was. If it was Miami, it was the first one I actually watched of 2023 because I only started getting back into the sport around about that time. And now I pay for a Sky Sports subscription just so that I can watch Formula One for the 10 months that it's actually on. I'm still paying for it now, even though the season's ended, because my renewal date was just like two races before the end. It's like, I might as well. I told myself I was going to watch football with it. Never happened. But yeah, I made a meme about him because he'd crashed out and there he was, sat on some hill somewhere, and it reminded me of Pablo Escobar in whatever that TV show was that he was in. Was it Narcos? Might have been Narcos. I never really watched it all that much, but I know there was a show about him, and he was sat in his little prison. Yeah, it's a famous meme. Yeah, it reminded me of that. So I did a little meme. No one liked it. You know, it amused me. Only time I've actually made a proper joke about a Formula 1 racing driver. So yeah, I will absolutely replace Logan Sargent. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure that they all have their reasons to be mocked at times. Just wait till you hear my thoughts on Aston Martin. If I hadn't already recorded the audio for it, I would absolutely tell you here, but I don't want to repeat myself intentionally. Accidentally, absolutely. I'll absolutely accidentally repeat myself because that's... You wouldn't believe this, but I actually make most of it up as I go along. I am improvising every damn second of this. Improvisation is the name of the game. And that's just the way it is. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Okay, how the hell I managed that, I don't know. Because there were 2 red sectors there and a green one, so maybe the green was just that much better than on my best lap and the reds were only marginally worse. Is that how that would work? I don't know. Either way, I'm still shocked, especially considering actually I don't think I've had a big corner issue for a while now, apart from just now when I started thinking about how the cornering was going. When I go into autopilot, I just sort of get on with it. I'm losing a bit of fuel on this. Maybe we want to go a little bit longer on this stint. Whatever the case, I reckon I'll drop into 21st if I pit now. It's not time anyway. I think we want to go 1 lap longer than the folks behind us. Fuchs. And the people behind us. So Lawson, Porsche. Ivarsi's dropped back a bit, hasn't he? That's unfortunate for him. I wonder if he span out. Oh, sound's going a bit. Okay, that's better. That's better. It's not a bad corner. Not a bad corner. It's not a bad lap. It's just, it's not going to be an awesome time, but it's going to be sufficient. Oh, it says that. It was a second, 1.2 seconds behind. Okay, Lawson has pitted. Okay. This could be interesting. So is Ivarsi. See, they reckon we should go another lap. 2 laps at least. But it's just for team. They'll have traffic. It's not worth the shit.
suspect you'll be noticing a bit of grip loss in the tyres around now, so just be careful.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened there. It's all grip related. Nothing to do with me fucking up the corner. Nothing to do with me fucking up the corner. It's all grip related. Yep, there we go. There we go. Lovely jubbly. Nice and tight. Let's do this shit. Let's do this nonsense. I think the fact that I hug the corner so tightly there is the only reason I'm not getting biked for corner cutting. So it'd be so easy to just shoot straight across diagonally. But I do still try the corner, even when I've gone off. So, you know. I'm quite looking forward to this pit stop because I need a drink. Okay. Dynamic racing line is helpful. I use it for braking mostly. That and the brake assist I use for braking. Would you believe it? Where would it put me? Oh, I want us in this lap. Okay, that's fine. Literally lap 15. So we'd be doing what, 12 on the softs? Oh, but they are used softs. 60% tyre wear. Oh, Jesus, the back left doesn't feel one's anywhere near as much as the front right. So where would you wear the back tyres? Wheel spin? You don't get an awful lot in Formula 1. It's not like I'm power sliding around these corners, is it? The fact that they're used softs worries me, but that means that they're probably from my qualifying, which means that I've done 1, maybe 2 laps. And the fact that mediums are struggling after 15, although these may have been used mediums, I suppose. I didn't check. I did not check for tyres. I wonder if we've got any. No, they are the only options we've got. That's interesting, because they were willing to let me go on to 2 different soft tyres for this, but we haven't got a second set of softs available. So what the fuck were they thinking? Were they just going to drag me out, take the wheels off, put them back on again and call it a day? That'd be an absolute piss take, especially if I'd lost a position because of it, because there's not a chance in hell I'd have had time for 2 pit stops, given how tight this is going. Right, let's do this, because I think we lost a bit of time there. Oh, I hate this one, because it's... Okay, it's taken over. Good, good. Right. Oh, my hands. Just going to sort this out. Perfect. Okay. Okay, repositioned, had a swig of my drink. Oh, he's only gone and done the fastest lap, the bastard. He's got ahead of us. Oh, a cheeky so-and-so. I'll show you, young man. I am older than him. I don't know how old he is, but I am definitely older than him, because I turned 30 this year. And there's not a chance in hell he's in Formula 2 and 30 years old. And having, you know, he looked young. I mean, most of the bloody Formula 1 racing drivers are younger than me these days. It's depressing. Really fucking depressing. There we go. I've gained a heart. Well, not a heart. I've gained a fair old bit of time on him. Considering it was so tight at the... how's our tyres looking? 16% wear on the most worn. That looks... So we have got potential for issues later down the line, but we are only doing 12 laps, not 15. So hopefully it won't be too bad. He's on the softs as well. So we have got, you know, some issues with the, yeah, it could be bad. Could be bad. You know, I don't mind losing out to Lawson. Out of all the people, I just want to stay ahead of him. I don't need to get fast this time. I just want to stay ahead of him. Oh, overshot it, overshot it. I didn't brake because I was too busy focusing on the bloody... Fuck.
Try to stay with them. They might make a mistake and we could still regain the position.
I should not have had DRS there. I should not have had the DRS. Oh, he's nudged me. He's nudged me, the bastard. I had the line. I had position. I mean, he had the inside, but I was ahead. I hope it's not damaged his wing. Oof, a cheeky bastard. Cheeky, cheeky bastard. He is a cheeky bastard, isn't he? Thought he could take me out, did he? Oh, well, we'll see. We'll see about that, Liam. We will see about that. You cheeky little fucker. I wonder if there's a race that he won't be in because he'll be doing the Formula 1 instead. Oh, we've got a green sector 1. Somebody tells me sector 2's, pardon me, going to be a red. Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's not on. That's a shame. Which means he's probably going to... Yeah. Next lap, next lap, next lap. This is so much harder when they're actually competent. Alright, come on. Come on. He's going for it. But he hasn't got position. He hasn't got the racing line. And he's lost a position. Oh! Yes. He is dropping back. I don't know what happened between the two of them. But it's not good for them, I'll tell you that much. He got a 147. So how am I only managing 149s now and pulling ahead? Something to do with DRS maybe? I don't bloody know. Maybe he really was just on fresh tyres. And obviously mine are a bit worn, which means they're not the best. I don't even know if we have an overtake button. Either way, I've broken DRS, so I can't complain too much about that. Accelerate on the way out. There we go. Fastest sector 1. How are we doing for sector 2? I don't think it's going to be as good, but not as bad as last time, but it's still going to be reasonable. We have pulled ahead a bit. I do think maybe he might have a bit of damage there. If he does, it's nothing to do with me. What happens between them two? None of my business. Oh, green sector 2. Green sector 2 could be good. Could be good. Can we get a green or a purple sector 3? Come on, come on. Get the timing right on the corner. Okay, okay. Slam it round. Accelerate out. Okay. Come on. Come on. What was this? This is a 147, wasn't it? Oh, 146, eh? Fucking brilliant. Fucking ace. Oh yeah, because I'm ace, aren't I? Lovely stuff. 9 laps to go. I don't need to push quite so hard now. Just need to stay a reasonable distance. Although, you know, we've got the fuel again. 0.6 of a lap ahead of where we need to be. Which puts us in a good position for the rest of the race. We've managed to break quite far ahead. Jesus. I've done a 3.5 second gap on second place after just a couple of laps. I'm surprised by that. That should not have happened. Something's definitely gone wrong with their cars somewhere along the lines. Okay, okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. We got this. Tell you what, if these races keep going like this, I might have to crank the difficulty up a bit further. 75 at the moment, I might have to put it up to 80. If the next race we end up winning with a, I don't want to say a sizable, with a comfortable margin, because this is comfortable, this is a comfortable gap. If we end up with a gap like this, next race, and I'm not going to throw it just so I can leave it on easy. You know, if we finish top 3 again next race, then I'll have to crank the difficulty up a bit, because the same, I want it to be difficult. I don't want to lose, but it has got to be at least somewhat challenging, right? Or else you guys aren't going to give a shit, if you even do in the first place, right? Because, like I say, I'm not that good at this. There's a reason I don't play online, and there's a few reasons why I don't play online. One of them is my really rubbish internet, but the rest of them are because of how bad I am. That's right, my crap nature of playing is just it's a handful of reasons why I don't play. I don't want to ruin anyone else's gaming experience just by being part of a race. I have done a few online races. It netted the other people some of whatever the ranking thing is. But I finished lower end of the grid every time. Apart from that time when there were 5 of us and I finished 3rd, which means I finished middle of the grid, dead middle of the grid. That was Monaco, and I don't know how the hell I managed that, because I suck at Monaco. So look forward to that. Look forward to seeing me absolutely obliterate my car at some point, probably on Hotel, probably on Raskas. I really suck at Raskas. I think Hotel's the one I'm thinking of. Might not be. If I could go to any, that'd be the one I wanted to go to, but it's so fucking expensive. And I do not have money to go abroad. Like, as much as I'd love to. As much as I'd love to explore, go abroad, do some stuff, I just do not have the cash for it. And sadly, it's quite an important thing, money. Without the money, you can't do shit. So... But of course, the minute you bring money into doing something that you enjoy, it gives you reasons to stop enjoying it. That's what I've learned from the only thing I've ever been paid to do that wasn't my actual job. Oh, and like when I was a kid growing up doing odd jobs for people. Like mowing the lawn, or for 2 weeks that I had a paper round. Although I will maintain, not that anyone ever talks about it, but my paper round went badly, and it's not entirely my fault. First week I was meant to go around with someone else, and they were sick, so he just sent me off. Hadn't had any training on it, and obviously one would expect you shouldn't really get any training on delivering papers, but also at the same time I don't know, it's just silly little things that you don't necessarily think about. I was knocking on doors to make sure that people had received their papers, rather than just posting them through the letterbox, which is, I'd realise now, is a really stupid thing to have done. But it didn't cross my mind back then when I was like 14, and it was a Sunday as well. And I didn't want to get up on a Sunday. I was vaguely religious at the time still.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
So it was an affront to the faith that I was working on a Sunday. You know, it was all quite... What's the word? Quite daft at the end of the day. The idea that I'd be doing a paper round, because I'm a fat little bastard. Well, I'm less little now, but I've been a fat bastard for a while, and maybe a paper round would have done me some good, but you know, like I say, it didn't last. We lost a bit of time with this lap. Lawson is gaining on us. I need to start focusing and stop doing that British self-deprecation thing. Because otherwise I'm going to end up having to fight for the last few laps, and I don't really want to have to. I mean, honestly, you know, if it's the way it falls, it's the way it falls. But I don't want to. I don't want to force myself into a situation where I've got that happening. Okay, somehow I managed to pass this sector 2. That's good. Not entirely sure how. Sector 3 is so short here, isn't it?
You're leading the pack, that's P1. Lawson behind. Our gap behind is 3.0 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Your pit window's now open. Pit window is open.
We're not pitting again.
Behind is 7.3 seconds.
Honestly, what is it with them wanting me to pit? They just love to see me, don't they? They just want me to pop in, have a little chat, cup of tea. Silly sods. I wonder if maybe we'd have been better starting on with softs and working our way up to mediums. But to be fair, we can crack out some really, I say fast, really fast. We can crack out some faster times now than we would have managed earlier on in the race. Maybe not now, but you know, when we got the fastest lap. Less traffic, more. You know, he successfully undercut me. It's only because I managed to get him on that first corner after we got back in. He did overtake me. If this wasn't such an awkward one for the pit exit, he'd have probably been a bit further up the road. So, yeah, so food for thought. Especially considering he does seem to be gaining on me at a rate of knots, whatever that fucking means. We're on the land, for crying out loud. You don't deal in knots when you're on the land. It's the worst thing you want to do. It's like measuring time in parsecs. Something else you wouldn't do. Although, to be fair, that's not what Han Solo was doing. As we all know, at this point, he wasn't using a parsec as a unit of unit of time, he was using it as a unit of distance, because the Kessel Run is one of those that is filled with black holes, and the tighter you go to a black hole, the shorter the run. Which means that you need a fast ship, a competent ship, and a capable ship. It's also just a silly, ridiculous fucking way of demonstrating that. Oh, so what's happened here? Something in front of me, or is it me? It can't be me. I'm on the track just fine. Oh no! I mean, I'm not complaining because he was my biggest competitor, but Jesus, I don't know what happened to him. Lap 24, but I might have to watch it after. Can't believe it. Doesn't happen, does it? I'm genuinely shocked. Genuinely shocked. Was I talking about something? That's probably, it doesn't matter. It would have been nonsense anyway. Okay, we got this. Just 3 more laps. I can't believe he's out. I can't believe that. That's That's a shame, that is, because he was doing so well. He was keeping up with me. Oh, my phone lit up and it distracted me. There we go. Why did I look back at it? God, imagine if Ada had the bloody phones in like a cradle or something in front of them. Guarantee A, there'd be a lot more crashes. B, there'd be a lot of broken phones. It's not even next to me. I could just see it out the corner of my eye, and it lit up. And I was like, "Oh, what's happening? What's going on there?" It's just a good job I wasn't silent. I should have heard Pingu. Pingu being for any audience members that are not old enough to remember Pingu and are not of a nation where Pingu exists. He is a cartoon penguin, one of many, I'm sure, who speaks by saying "newt newt." Quite like penguins. One of my favourite animals. It's sort of like an in-joke between me and my partner. Well, I found out recently that she's changed her ringtone. We had the same ringtone for each other, but no, apparently it was annoying her. It doesn't annoy me though, because it's only set to her. We don't text all that often. It's normally something like Discord, although we are making a transition back to iMessenger because it is her preference. iMessage, sorry. And it's her preference, and we're doing it because it doesn't matter to me what we chat on as long as we chat. Although I do prefer Discord, but no, I'll make the sacrifice. Let it never be said that I'm not a conscientious partner. His phone's flashed up again, which is a 3-minute reminder that I've had a message. Oh shit! But I'm not gonna look. I just looked. It's the same. It's fine, you'll understand. It's only 3 minutes for crying out loud. And I have a life outside of her. I make Formula 1 videos. I'm not even doing that at the moment. I'm making a Formula 2 video, technically. Oh shit. There we go. So yeah, I absolutely have a life. I'm totally not gonna edit some video footage tonight and spend the time what's the word? Oh shit. Playing Cyberpunk whilst it's all uploading. If it uploads, I might not upload it tonight, I might do it tomorrow. I'm making reasonable headway. I think I've got enough. I think I'm making enough progress in my own timeline that I'll have all this stuff ready before it needs to go up. And if not, there's always I can always pull an all-nighter at some point. Anyway, focus, let's do the last lap.
Final lap of the race.
My big issue is I hadn't accounted for the practice and the sprints when I was doing my little plan for what I was going to record, which means that it's a bit more footage than I was expecting, and I don't know how many sprints there's going to be in Formula 2, but I'm expecting at least a few more, which obviously mean that's a whole extra race I need to do, and while it's helpful for getting me in the mood for proper race, it's a lot of racing all in one go. As I mentioned in the last race, or maybe it was a sprint, I can't remember, I do get a bit sleepy after a lot of laps. It's for the consistency, the patterns, the colours, the noises. It's a sort of whitey noise, isn't it? You know, it sort of drowns everything else out, sort of noise. And so it's very easy for me to start getting sleepy. Well, I'm always tired. I think it's depression. But it would be much nicer if I wasn't so tired that I was falling asleep whilst playing a racing game. Alright, here we go, last corner. Don't stack it into a wall now, because that would be really bad. We did lose like half a second on that. On that lap. But it doesn't matter. I'm not even going to steer. Oh yeah, I'm going to steer a bit. There we go. Woo fucking hoo. Brilliant.
Oh, fantastic. Just fantastic. Amazing. You deserve that race win. Well done, mate.
I'm not sure I did deserve it, but that's fine. Driver of the day. It's probably deserved from 16th, actually, to be fair.
Brilliant stuff from High-Tech GP today.
Do we get the podium? Let's watch the podium.
Podium celebrations, and how well deserved is this one? What a fantastic victory for High-Tech GP.
Are we ready for this? It does bother me that we can't see the champagne flying everywhere. It does bother me a bit, but I'll get over it. As long as it's me that's not spraying champagne. I don't know what I'm saying.
So then, it's time to see how this result affects the drivers.
I mean, look at that.
Pace increases their championship lead. And so, driver of the day then, Davide Valsecchi, who do you think you'd go for? I have to give it to Hayes. And now a look at the team stats.
Right then, let's have a look at the highlights. Oh, hang on, what have I done? I don't know what I did there. There we go, that's better. I was trying to get rid of the bottom bar. So, a few bits of contact there. Nothing major. Could definitely be worse than it was. Went wide on there, but thankfully they didn't penalise me for that. Oh, I didn't realise I could do all of them. Oh, this would be the overtake on the yeah, that was rough, that was. Did we make contact there? I feel like we probably did. Definitely made contact there. Do we get a lap 24? Is that a... Oh no, we made it. Oh yeah, that was the... Yeah. That would have been after my pit stop, and then I just took him immediately on that one. Lovely. Do we get his crash? No, we don't. Okay. Well, I'm going to see if I can work out what happened there. But for now, thank you for joining me. That went rather well. Almost so myself. And yeah, join me next race. Thank you very much.